I am a sex worker, living alone and struggling financially. To make ends meet, I entered this line of work, offering companionship and intimacy to various clients. Most of the men I meet are older, and I've never really developed feelings for any of them. Yesterday, however, was different. I was hired to spend time with a young man named Mike. His father arranged for my services to celebrate Mike's 22nd birthday. Mike is a quadriplegic, with limited mobility throughout most of his body. He cannot feel anything below his neck and relies on an electric wheelchair to move around. As we talked, Mike shared his story with me. He explained that he became paralyzed as a child after a car accident. Despite his challenges, he had a bright and curious personality, though he admitted he often felt lonely. Mike's father, a wealthy man, wanted to ensure his son had a memorable birthday. He paid me generously, asking me to provide a girlfriend experience for Mike. I spent the evening with him, starting with a stroll in the park near his home. We talked as we moved through the park, sharing ice cream and enjoying the fresh air. Mike seemed genuinely happy, laughing and smiling as we spent time together. Later, we returned to his house, and the evening became more intimate. Mike confided that he had never had a girlfriend and was still a virgin. His disability made it difficult for him to form romantic relationships, and his father hoped this experience would bring him some happiness. In his room, I helped Mike out of his wheelchair and onto the bed. Given his limited mobility, I also assisted him in undressing. I did my best to make him feel comfortable and cared for. However, due to his paralysis, he couldn't achieve an erection or feel physical sensations below his neck. Mike seemed frustrated at first, unable to fully experience the intimacy he longed for. So, we adjusted our approach, and he found some enjoyment in other forms of closeness, like oral intimacy. While he couldn't physically climax, he appeared emotionally fulfilled by the experience. Afterward, we got dressed and spent the remaining time together in his room, talking and watching TV. As the evening came to an end, I kissed him goodbye. Mike told me it was the best birthday he'd ever had and expressed a desire to meet me again someday. The encounter stayed with me long after I left. Mike was different from any client I'd met before, kind, genuine, and attractive. I found myself thinking about him often, which was unusual for me. As a sex worker, I'm accustomed to keeping my emotions separate from my job, but something about Mike left an impression. While I don't know if we'll meet again, I'll always remember the time we shared and the impact it had on both of us.